Alright folks, back with just one more video for today, because I feel like this is also important. Sorry the heater's back on. It's cold. See that? That's my breath. It's colder than shit. So this is a clutch holder tool for like a dirt bike or quad with a manual transmission. I'm using the pins on the back side to lock on to the back side of this and then the front side of this, see. And then I got a piece of wood here, and then I got a little bolt right there going into where you would expand that to take your belt off, and it's holding everything still, okay? So when you put pressure on this, nothing's gonna move. So you can torque it down. So this is a Gen 1 Renegade. Correct me if I'm wrong, there's probably some sort of fancy 20-step process to tightening these bolts, but this nut here on these, it's in your manual. Mine says 133 foot-pounds, so that's what I do, 133. This one here is 75 is what I have read online, so I'm getting my info online. If you have a manual and it tells you differently, then do it differently. I'm doing mine at 75. The secondary bolt, I do that at 45 foot-pounds. It says 44, and then some people say 45. I figured 45, it's 1 pound more, not a huge deal. Gives me just 1 pound of extra holding force, you know? So, this is my setup though, and it does work. I'll try and, I got my bar set to 130 right now. So, oh, this one's gonna be a bear. Gotta put my foot up in here and push. There we go. Held it like a charm. So, there it is. Now, I got that tightened, I got that torqued. This one's already torqued, I can take that off. You'll see these pins on the back side. I had one sitting here, or one sitting here on this side, and one sitting there to keep it from turning. Had a little piece of wood right here just to protect my bolt, because this bolt here is actually to my crankcase splitting tool, and I cannot afford to damage the threads on this. This is also my tool I use to expand this, because it's a hardened bolt. So if you have one of those crankcase splitters from Tusk, that bolt fits right in there. It's nice and long. You can expand this thing really well, still have a lot of meat on the outside. It's great, works perfect. So this video is actually shorter than the last one, but that's how I do it. Gen 1 Renegade 800. This is a 2008. Red Loctite. Red Loctite. Red Loctite. Loctite them. You can easily break them off with an impact, but the security you get from Loctite, it's worth it. 45 foot-pounds, 75 foot-pounds, 133 foot-pounds. That sounds like a lot. Like I was skeptical, but that's what it says, and that's what I do. I'm gonna take it out for a rip here and see how she goes. I just put those weights in there. It's up to 19 grams per weight now with a 1017 spring and the EPI SR ER14 heavier spring in the secondary. I ran it like this before. I liked it. I started switching around because people were telling me, oh, don't put weights in there, the weights will mess it up. Well, to get me by right now, I need to put the weights in because I don't like it engaging at 2500 RPM. That's nuts. I can hear my drivetrain screaming, please help me. So yeah, I'll take it for a rip, and it's probably going to be just as good as it was before. Oh, by the way, people are removing this balancing weight back here. I would suggest if you're looking for really high top speed, you could probably take it off. If you're trail riding That right there, that's a lot of rotating mass, all right? And think of it as like a flywheel weight on a dirt bike, on like an enduro. That's a lot of weight spinning, so it's going to keep you rolling even when you're letting up off the throttle. So I would definitely leave that on there if you're doing trail riding, GNCC, all that. It's extra rotating mass that helps you keep that steady RPM, whether you're technically crawling or like in low gear, man, that would be a dream. Put it in low, be crawling through some rocks. That weight is going to help you a ton. So see you guys next time. Almost 6 minutes here. Take it easy. Catch you later.